Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I got Dunkin' Donuts today. Lost power last night. For some reason, like half of South Portland and a quarter of Portland all lost power. And tea, while it's great, and obviously I love it a lot, it's not going to get me through. So I got a large double double because I don't really like coffee. And if I've got to have it, I'm going to have it with cream and sugar, right? Okay. So it is low tide here at Kettle Cove, which you might remember from a previous video is my favorite. And let's get to work. So we have our teams created. They're roughly equal in terms of people. I think the guilty team might have one more person than the innocent team. What are we doing now? Well, I'm going to share a document with you. And the document is shared just to the people on your team, not to anybody on the other team. And in this document, I'm going to have, if you're the guilty team, I'm going to have all 11 possible crimes against humanity. And I want you to put your initials next to 3 of them. Because your team is only going to be able to have 3. So pick the 3 that you think are going to be the easiest to prove, saying that Columbus is guilty of crimes against humanity. In the end, the 3 that are selected the most often will be the 3 that your team goes with. Don't just put your initials down because you see other people have their initials down too on a certain crime against humanity. You might have to argue that one. You might be put on that specific point. And if you don't believe it, you just see other people's names down on it, you're not going to be as effective as putting your initials down on something that you really believe he's guilty of. So, whatever 3 crimes against humanity have the most votes by Wednesday at 5 p.m. are going to be the 3 cases, the 3 arguments that the guilty team will make. Same thing goes for the innocent team, except you don't have 11 crimes against humanity. What you will have is a list of possible reasons that you can argue that Columbus wasn't guilty. I'm going to put things down like he wasn't there at the time when something happened that was a crime against humanity. The men weren't following his commands at that time. Or I might put down the king and queen had ordered him to do it, and so therefore he can't be held personally responsible. I might put down, but he was friendly to the Indians, and there's lots of evidence he was friendly to the Native Americans. I might put down other reasons. And you guys also need to vote for your top 3 reasons why you believe you could find him innocent. So Columbus is going on trial. The guilty team will have their 3 picked by Wednesday afternoon. The innocent team will also have their 3 picked by Wednesday afternoon. Thursday morning, your assignment is going to be to pick which one you want to do. The intro of the debate. Defending point number 1 for your team, point number 2 for your team, or point number 3, argument number 3 for your team. Or attacking the other side's case number 1, case number 2, or case number 3. Or doing the closing arguments. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 different spots that you can be in. And we will be teamed up with other people from your team. So, more people will be put on the 3 arguments than anywhere else. Because once you get put into one of your team's 3 arguments, some of you will be making the argument to start with, and others will be held in reserve to defend that argument once your opponents get the chance to attack it. So let's say that Delaney and Elise and Charlotte and Bryn are all on innocent argument number 1. 2 of them will make the argument, and 2 of them will respond once the guilty team gets to come back and argue that it's wrong. So, in every argument, some of you will be making the argument to start with, and some of you will be held back to defend it once it's been attacked. How will the other team know what your arguments are? Well, because once you've got a prepared document, I'm going to share it with the other team. But the thing is that they won't get editing access. They will have to respond on their own document, which I will also have shared with your team and not give you editing access to their document. So once we have full cases, except the defense and the attacks, I'll share them with the other side. And then the attacks can be made and the defenses can be made. And then once that's all in place, I'll take a look at both documents and give you a verdict. I reserve the right to show your cases to some other teacher, to somebody else who's wise, somebody else who might have courtroom experience even, and give them the opportunity to give me feedback on it so that it's more than just me. But in the end, the decision, innocent or guilty, will come from me with the advice of chosen people that I might select to have a look at the documents. That's pretty much it. So what's your job? Your job, by Wednesday, 5 p.m., is to put your initials down beside 3 things that you think you could attack Columbus with or defend Columbus with, depending on what team you're on. The document will be shared with you. You'll get the opportunity to put your initials down. And then Wednesday, 5 p.m., I will be turning that around and resharing another document with you for you to start making your case. More details will come on Thursday morning. I'll have a video made explaining what the next steps are, probably Wednesday night or Thursday morning, and you can get working and get her done. So, have a great one. Hope you're doing well, and we're in the home stretch. It's definitely the home stretch here. This is it. This is the last big thing. This is how the class ends, with a verdict on Columbus. So, get working. Pick 3 that you think you could defend him with or attack him with. And I'll have all those ready for you starting Tuesday morning. Hope you had a good Memorial Day, and I hope you have a happy day today.